If you're a fan of found footage, or more specifically screen life or computer screen films, you definitely have to check out recently released mystery thriller Missing. When her mother fails to arrive at the airport after an overseas trip to Colombia with her new boyfriend, 18-year-old June takes matters into her own hands by using technology available to her online to track her down. Missing was directed and co-written by Nicholas D. Johnson and Will Merrick, who also directed Searching, another computer screen thriller which Missing is the standalone sequel to. If you haven't seen Searching yet, this won't stop you from enjoying Missing. The two films aren't really linked at all, and in fact the only reference to the previous film is in a really brief video clip that's played in the beginning of the film, but it has nothing to do with the plot. I do want to mention though, Searching is a phenomenal film, so if you haven't seen it yet, I urge you, go and watch it. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Missing pretty much recycles the same format as the original film, except it reverses the roles. In Searching, we have a father whose daughter goes missing, so he has to break into her laptop and try and find clues as to where she's gone. Whereas in Missing, we have a daughter whose mother's gone missing, and she more or less has to do the same kind of thing. This one is definitely bigger in scale though, with lots of new tech and software rabbit holes to go down, as well as the addition of a new barrier to overcome, which is that her mother has gone missing in a whole other country. As previously mentioned, Missing was filmed for the most part on a computer screen. However, there's also parts on a phone and even a smartwatch. I think there's a misconception when people watch films like this, or found footage films in general, that because it's filmed via a computer screen or a phone, that it's somehow lesser in quality or easier to make, but I feel like that's far from the actual reality of what's involved. I feel like films of this format are actually quite ambitious and require a lot from the cast to pull off the realistic reactions and to interact with each other in a way that feels authentic. In addition to this, there's also so much involved in terms of the technical elements to sell it to the audience and to keep us engaged, but they absolutely nailed it. The film stars Storm Reid as June, our protagonist, who, funnily enough, I had just recently watched The Invisible Man before watching this, so I immediately recognized her from that, and she is incredible in this role. A film of this kind of format relies heavily on the performance of the lead actor, as essentially we're experiencing the whole film from their point of view. If the performance is lacking, you'll lose the audience, so Storm Reid did an awesome job. June, the character she's playing, is also a very strong character and easy to get on side with. She's super relatable and incredibly intelligent, and it's not one of those films that you're shaking your head at or yelling at the screen because of the character's stupid decisions, which I really appreciated. There's a bunch of supporting cast members, including Nia Long playing June's mum Grace, Ken Lung as Kevin, Grace's new boyfriend, and Joaquin de Almeida as Javier, the man June hires to do some legwork for her over in Colombia. The performances were great across the board, but I particularly love the interactions between June and Javier. It's a lovely little relationship that's formed between the two of them, and it's really fun to watch. The story is full of twists and turns as a mystery unravels, and there were definitely moments that shocked me. The film is really clever how it uses accessible modern-day technology to crack the case, and how that every little detail, as trivial as it may seem, eventually comes back to tie into the plot. The film is also fast-paced and energetic, which I really enjoyed. When it comes to my criticisms of the film, really I just have some nitpicks. There's nothing really inherently wrong with the film. There's just a few little things that I probably should mention just for the sake of the review. The first one is that I feel like I definitely missed a few details along the way. Ultimately, that didn't really take away from my enjoyment of the film. It was just more of a matter of trying to understand everything and kind of feeling a bit fuzzy about the details. My other nitpick is that I'd say 3/4 of the film were really strong, but the last quarter just didn't feel as tight. More so in the decisions made by certain characters, which I didn't 100% buy. However, that being said, I still think the film works, and the finale wraps up with a pretty satisfying resolution. Overall, Missing is an entertaining and suspenseful thriller which will keep you guessing right up until the very end. It's a strong entry into the Searching universe, which is just as intelligently executed as the prior, with lots of twists and turns, and effectively using modern day tech and software as a means to crack the case. It's a very tense energetic, and hugely entertaining film. I gave Missing a 7 out of 10. I hope you like my review. If you've seen Missing, let me know what you thought about the film in the comments below. Also, if you've seen Searching before, let me know which was your favorite of the two films. For me personally, I think that Searching was a stronger film, and I just think because the premise just felt fresh, I feel like it really had a much bigger impact. But Missing was a really fantastic film, and I do recommend seeing it if you haven't. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.